What has happened, people? Let's walk through yesterday. So I caught this 1 to 3 here. Realistically, should have held longer. So I called this yesterday in the pre-market. So if you didn't see that, make sure you guys stay up to date with the pre-market. That was a pretty easy entry. And I did take that live as well. So I will break down that. So today is like case study day. That has been postponed. As you guys can see, couch and stuff is now moved in. I'm just finishing up this move. So the trade breakdown will actually now be tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'll break down this one and then I'll break down this one. And then for the premium group, I'll do an advanced case study of either, which you guys would have seen in the live for this yesterday anyway. But I'll do an advanced case study for that. So other than that, what's kind of annoying about this trade is I should have held to here, which was where my final take profit was. So 1 to 6. And now this is running 1 to 40 is what it hit basically on the dot. So a bit annoying. 1 to 3, 1 to 3. So 6% up for the week. Just got to do better at securing more of those profits. So that ran 1 to 5, and realistically that should have at least been secured at 1 to 5. So lots on the table, but good week nonetheless. Now in terms of what we're looking for today, I'll start with the euro. Now we didn't get that retracement like I wanted, as you can see here. We just continued higher. So we actually came for that week external daily high. It lined up with kind of like the month outlook. But now we've taken that, we need some structure. I don't actually see anything for us to do yet. We are acting off of this point. I don't know if this will be used as, if it'll be used as a point or not. That's now my 15-minute range, given that it has extended. I will be using that as my 15-minute range. But other than that, there's not actually too much we can do here. That's the break there. Not really much there. Yeah, so I'm going to say no trading down EU. Triple equal lows here. It more likely will sell given what we've kind of done. I imagine on the weekly, we are in a weekly point now. And we are bearish on the weekly as well. So it does make sense to give us that retracement now. Just the likelihood of that is very, very slim. So we'll just wait for some confirmations. Our 4-hour is bullish, as you guys can see, very, very clearly bullish, more or less decisional extreme. We want to be working down to this decisional here. So all we're looking for is some breaks, some sort of retracement that tells us that's happening. On the 15-minute, I'm actually happy to use that as my smaller range, I believe. It didn't take liquidity. No, that's the extreme range, external range. And we're just looking for an internal break, which we don't have. So this point shouldn't hold. And what I'd be looking for is basically this to somehow give us an entry. I just don't see it. I mean, what I'd be guessing if you feel like you need to take a trade today is I'd be wanting this to kind of like do that or provide that. But how I would go about that is what I'd be doing is looking at this point here. And what I'd want is to actually work in the upwards direction here. And then I'd want to work in the upwards direction in this range and look to actually catch this internal point and this internal manipulation here. So very, very hard entry to do. I will watch on my phone. I won't be on my computer. Like I said, still organizing this move, but that's what I'll be looking for. Now, GU, more or less the same situation. We've pushed through that daily high now. Very, very big inducement. On the weekly, we are at that high. We haven't come into the point, so we are still bullish. On the 4-hour, like I said, I wanted that retracement, just didn't happen. Now we've broken through this area. Decisional, I'm expecting a retracement down to the decisional. On the 15-minute, it's literally the same as EU. What I'd be looking for is this point to be used as a trap. And then I'd be wanting this to push itself up. Like that. Now, it doesn't make sense to actually catch the trade off of this. So you can trade this way on both pairs, like that, okay? So what I'd be looking to catch is this portion here. So this is what I want today. That portion there, and that portion there. They're the two types of entries I'm looking at, and basically the same on EU, more or less the same. So we've got an hour and a half to open anyway, but they're the two things I would be looking for. Okay, if anything changes, I'll let you guys know in the Discord and the Telegram. So if you're not in either of those, whether it's premium or the free, make sure to get involved. AUDUSD, I just still don't see anything on this pair. We're way too bullish. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Weekly we broke. Decisional, react off decisional. Come down to this point here. Break internal. Mitigation push. This leg here. We should be bullish for a decent amount of time. 4 hour, I wanted the retracement, no retracement. For me, AU is untradeable. I just don't see a way to get in this. We've got a recent break, retest area and push, internal ranges. Same type of deal on on AU as EU and GU. Oops. But it's a lot harder to read. You'd basically you'd want to catch the second portion of it, which is this area here, which is a lot harder. You need a lot of liquidity build up. The only entries on AU at the moment are completely relied off of liquidity because we are bullish. So this is against current time frame momentum. So you've got to keep that in mind. So I would say no. And one of that retracement on this as well, just no bueno. We've now actually externally induced again. So completely new range. That's more of our 4 hour, I would say. That high to that low. And then the daily, we are now bearish. Looking to come to this area. Unfortunately. You can even have that as your 4 hour low. I wouldn't. I like working this side of the market. So until we kind of push up to this area, I'd be wanting this up to here. If we can come up. 15-minute, no structure. The DXY kind of indicates the go today. There's just not going to be much. But they're the two options I have got. They're the two options I'm okay with taking. Completely relied upon liquidity is valid. GU, same type of scenario. Just I'm saying it's all on liquidity. So you need the proper confirmations, which is a little bit more advanced to read. So if I do catch anything, I will go through that obviously in tomorrow in the outlook. So any questions, let me know. Make sure to join. We've got the free Telegram, free Discord, premium Discord. And yeah, case study tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe, like this one, like tomorrow's. I've got both of these to break down. So both will be broken down. Both will be posted on YouTube. And then the advanced one for the premium guys as well. So other than that, let's have a good Wednesday. Understand the trading conditions and go accordingly. Let's continue on the good week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.